You may have noticed that sometimes, or most times, your production feels a little bit too chaotic or disorganized. Team members don't know where to go, actors don't know when their set begins, people are texting your phone, what's the address to the next location? It's because you're not using a call sheet. A call sheet is the only document in a production that tells everybody where to be, when to be there, and what they need to do. If you have been running your production without a call sheet, you are stressing everyone out and you're not managing your time well, obviously. So in this video, I'm gonna be showing you how to create a simple call sheet inside Filmdoq and collaborate with your team. So that way, if there's a change in scheduling or location, everyone is updated in real time, because a call sheet can turn a chaotic production into a simple, organized one. So I've gone ahead and I've created a simple call sheet here for this video. I'm gonna be showing you guys every details in this call sheet and how you can start creating one yourself. So here we have the call time, which is 9:30 a.m. February 6th. This would usually be the general call time, but you can go ahead and have individual call time here. Depends on what time you want everyone to come and set. But for here, we have the crew call time at 8 a.m. and then we have the cast call time at 9:30 a.m. Usually you would want the crew members to come a little bit earlier, maybe an hour, half an hour and a half, depends on the set. You know, that way they can get set up with the camera, set blocking, and all those technical logistic movement before even the actors arrive on set. And on the other side, you can see we have some production information here, which is the above the line guys, the producer, director, and production manager. Production manager would usually be the go-to contact when anybody has any inquiry. Maybe people are looking for I don't know, alternative parking or information that is not already on the call sheet. They can always direct the questions to the production manager. That's why I have the production manager contact information here. And then you can go ahead and add more field here if you feel like you have more details or information to add on this call sheet header. And moving down to the body of the call sheet, we can see the scene, the description, the set, time of the day, location notes, and pages on the script. So this information I've pretty much self-explained. This is scene we're working on, scene 12, scene 8, scene 10. And for every call sheet, you're gonna have to dedicate each call sheet to each day of the shoot. So assuming you're having 10 days shoot, you're gonna have to dedicate each call sheet to every day of the shoot. So here, this call sheet is for day 1 of 2. So this automatically means that we're gonna be shooting for 2 days. So on the second day, we're gonna generate another call sheet for the second day of shoot. So here we're gonna be, the description of this scene 12 is gonna be restaurant eating scene. You can go ahead and detail your description as much as you want, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna keep things fairly simple. And then we're gonna have Jake and Lucy dining at a patio. This is gonna be shot at night, and this is gonna be the address where everyone is gonna assemble. And these are gonna be the pages to locate all this scene in the script. And moving on to the second one will be the scene 8. We're going to be having a studio shot with a product, which is the food, and it's going to be done at BC Studio. It's going to be done in the daytime, and this is the address and the pages where this can be found in the script. And same goes for the scene 10. And then you could always go ahead and add more field as much as you want, or you can delete them if you don't need them. And moving on will be the cast session. Here, Rebecca Lewis would be playing the character of Lucy, and we want her to be on set by 9:30 a.m. and we want her to arrive makeup ready, and this is gonna be, she's gonna be arriving in location 1, which is here. And same goes with Paul Thames playing the character of Jake. We want him to be on set 9:30 a.m. We want him to arrive makeup ready, and the same at location 1. So if you go back up here to the header of the call sheet, you can see that we have the cast call time as 9:30 and the crew call time as 8 a.m. So you could see here also that the cast, Rebecca Lewis and Paul Thames, are going to be arriving 9:30 at location 1. And moving down the list would be the production notes. Here you can communicate as much important information as you want to the team. For example, how to assess the building, loading dock, parking information, and so on. And then the next would be the crew information, the crew details. Here we have a bunch of crew members that are going to be working on this production on this day of the shoot, day 1 of 2, 6th February. So we have the grip, makeup, director, and so on. And these are the name of the crew. You can go ahead and add all their information like phone number, email. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to leave this fairly empty. And the call time reflects the crew call time, which is 8 a.m. as you can see here. So this is a quick way for you to set up your call sheet. Right now, we're going to start setting up a brand new call sheet from scratch so you can do it yourself for your next production. So I'm going to call this call sheet demo, and company says visuals, And if you want, you can add this as a part of a project. I don't want this to be a part of a project, but if you want to see how to create a project, you can check the video. I'm going to leave the link somewhere here for you to go check out the video. I made a video about how to create a project and assign tasks to your team members. So we're going to go ahead and hit create, and then we can go ahead and start setting the general call time, which is gonna be at 5 p.m. and edit. And then I'm gonna add our production company, director. I'm gonna say production manager, Scott Harris. Shout out Scott Harrison. Okay. And you can go ahead and add more information here. I'm gonna say crew call time. I'm gonna say crew call time. I want the crew members to be there 3 p.m. So I want the crew to come a couple hours earlier. And then cast call time, I'm gonna say I want them to be there 5 p.m., which is the general call time. And the weather, -15. We have one location 1. I'll say 100 Track Street, Toronto. Nearest hospital, Bayview here. Good. So now we have the header information. We're gonna go to the body of the sheet. We're gonna start adding our scene. I'm gonna say scene 1, jumping out of the car, and then set would be road scene, car chase. Is that the right spelling? I don't know. And then we're gonna be shooting in the daytime, and location would be at 100 Track Street. And then the page in the script will be page 1, obviously. And then we can go ahead and add more, but I'm just gonna leave this at this scene. So on this day, we're just shooting just one scene. And the cast, we're just gonna have a couple casts here. Matt's Phil is gonna be playing the character of Jeremy. Okay, and their call time, which is the cast call time, is gonna be 5 p.m. And description, I would say arrive, makeup ready, and location 1. Well, there's only one location here, so this is sort of redundant, but you could just always put the location here, assuming you have multiple locations you're shooting on the same day. Okay, and then you could go ahead and add production notes if you have any production notes. So you can go ahead and add as much detail in your production notes so that your team members are not confused. And then crew position, director, I'll call this guy Kennedy Seed, phone number, I'll leave this empty for now. And then the crew call time is gonna be 3 p.m. So director should arrive at 3 p.m. So you could go ahead and add as much team or guys you're working with on your production. And now that you've created your call sheet, you can start inviting your team members, everyone that is a part of this production, to start collaborating on this call sheet. And remember, you need to make sure the people are already on your team here before you can invite them on the individual tool, which is the call sheet. So I can go here and start adding collaborators of people that I already have on my team or already have as a member here to collaborate on this project. So this is how you create a simple call sheet for your next production. It's time for you to start using Filmdoq.